off the eye.
Well, I am super excited to finally have you on the podcast, dude. It's been a long time coming. I know, especially when Chrissy and I did the stage takeover last year at Rampage Open Air. We were trying to get you on the podcast, but man, we just have such busy lives. So
yeah,
we're having you back this year again for another stage takeover. So excited to finally just chat and, see what you got going on. But actually, can you tell us where you're tuning in from? Where are you?
I'm home right now, which is nice. I live in Greyshot in the UK. Sounds very English, Greyshot.
Yeah, gray shot. It sounds like you're saying shark.
Like gray shark. The color gray and then shot, like you're getting shot.
All right. Sick. And what time is it right now?
It's 4 p.m.
Oh, wow. That's English as fuck.
Yeah.
It's English as fuck.
Great shot. Is that where you grew up?
I grew up 20 minutes from here, so I'm like not that far. So
you're pretty close to London.
Yeah, I'm like 40 minutes away, hour away.
Hey, you're in the perfect location to get to Heathrow.
Yeah, thank fuck. I mean, Wait, can I swear on here?
Yeah.
Okay. You'd have to like bleep it all. No, I'm always Gatwick or Heathrow. You had Mad Dubs on the other week. We went to the same school.
So, what?
No way.
Before he moved to Denver, he lived literally 10 minutes from me.
You mean same high school or middle school or?
I don't know what you'd call it. Middle school, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Your middle school must be proud. They have 2 really notable dubstep alumni.
It's funny because I give all of my producing credit to my music teacher in school, because the reason I started making music is because they showed us how to use GarageBand.
I love your pronunciations.
Garage. But yeah, we both went to that school and we both started making music in music lessons at school. The teachers there now are they use our old projects that we made in school as to show the class. It's fucking hilarious.
That's so cool.
Wow.
They must be so proud. You're gonna have to bring them to one of your shows one day.
My mum still emails my old music teacher. It's funny.
That's sweet.
Word. Well, Barney, just so you know, we're actually going to do something different in this episode than what we normally do. So, we actually got probably 100 questions from your fans.
Sick.
And a lot of these are really great questions and that we're curious about. So we figured we could just start diving into these and just start, answering some of these questions that the fans want to know, because they're eager and you got a huge following, dude. So yeah. So we'll start into it.
It's probably the usual, because I do a Q&A every month.
The usual?
It's probably the usual spammers. I'm joking.
The usual spammers.
There were some good ones. We got some hot ones in here, so.
Sick.
Yeah. All right. So first one here, devanniaguilar. What inspired him to take on the NIMDA project?
It depends what you mean. The name is just a computer virus that I didn't really put much thought into. But I started making the stuff I make now. Before I was making melodic dubstep when I was 12. And then...
Oh, wow.
You went from melodic to this?
Yeah. I was listening to Skrillex and Barely Alive and Bar 9 and shit like that. But I discovered Dalla, who is now called Vexiu, who I'm pretty sure you guys have met.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he basically was the first heavy dubstep person I ever heard. Either him or Tramper.
Mm-hmm.
And I pretty much just dropped everything overnight and was fuck melodic dubstep. Changed name to what I am now and just basically gave up my entire life to make really distorted stuff.
Yeah.
So you went from like crybanger to angry shit. Got
Pretty
it.
much. I was making like, do you remember Glitch Hop?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Shit like that. I was making like Schism ripoffs.
It's funny. Everyone always starts out with something that's night and day different. Like a lot of the rhythm producers or dubstep producers started out with future bass or house.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of them.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Well, on that same note, Ryan No Life 36666 is asking how you got into metal music.
Well, I grew up on metal, so before I even discovered dubstep, so from the age of like 5, and I always have been into it. And then I guess when I was 16 or 17, I started like a band. Which didn't last. But then I've been in like 6 bands since then. I'm still in 2, but I play guitar in them now. I used to do vocals.
Okay.
Way less stressful being a guitarist than it is.
Yeah.
I hate being a vocalist.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what if you have to cough or something or sneeze?
Oh, it just knackers you out. Like you get a headache, you get a sore throat.
Yeah.
It's probably because I do everything wrong, but oh well.
Well, also too, I feel like for me, like obviously I'm not a musician, but I would feel like if you're sick, for example, if you're a DJ, it's a lot easier to just kind of get away with it, play your set, and then leave. Whereas if you're a vocalist, it's like if you're sick, you can't really perform your best.
Yeah.
I kind of shot myself in the foot because now NIMDA sets are basically me having to be a vocalist. So
True.
I have no escape from it. But dude, speaking of being sick, that Mission Ballroom show you guys were at.
Oh my gosh. The one with the pit?
Yeah, the one you guys you put a video up. That was like a year ago now, but I had food poisoning so bad for that show.
Oh,
it was horrible. That was one of the hardest sets I've ever played. Like I was trying not to like shit myself.
Yeah.
Like, the whole set.
You're like, hold it.
Yeah,
like,
it was bad.
The set itself was hard, but also it was hard for you too.
It was difficult. Yeah.
Literally.
Fuck. Well, I didn't get to make it to that show. I think it was like Thanksgiving week or something. So I was back in San Diego, but
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah.
But Chrissy was there. She was boots on the ground getting content.
Yeah, I remember seeing you, Chrissy.
Yeah, that's my job.
That was a fun show.
It was a fun show. And the footage from your Rampage indoor set a couple months back, I know you were on the mic. Like, I love it when you just walk in front of the decks and you're like, what?
Yeah.
And then the flames go off. And
yeah, I almost got lit on fire because they didn't tell me I had pyro.
oh, damn.
And then I was like
Tom.
stood next to one.
Yeah, what? Where did that come from?
Shit. Well, next one here, Agora MP3. Is there something in NIMDA's life that he could do again? If it's a show, a moment, then what would it be?
So like relive any moment.
Yeah.
Honestly, getting off the plane in America for the first time last year, because I'd never been to America, let alone played there. And I was thrown straight in the deep end because my debut was just a 26 show bus tour.
Holy hell.
I get off the plane and get this Uber, and then I'm at this tour bus with Kai Wachi and Prosecute, and I've known those guys for forever, and it was like so much at once, just seeing this country and meeting those two, and then playing shows. It was the most amount of stimulation I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah, you got the supersize experience.
Yeah, it was great. That entire tour, I would relive that entire tour. It was the most fun I've like ever had.
Do you remember what your first show was?
Yeah, it was Peabody's, Virginia Beach.
Oh, word.
Out of all places.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so people like climb the ceiling and shit.
Yeah. That East
yeah,
Coast
it was great. And then, I mean, my second show was DC Echo Stage. So
oh my gosh.
It was like a big throw into the deep end.
God damn.
Yeah, it was great.
What did you think about the bus? Like, what is it like living on a bus for months on end?
It was sick. I mean, you get used to it. It's like you're sleeping in like a coffin. But it was, we had a really nice bus. We had like a kind of old one, and then I think last minute they upgraded us to like one of these new rock star looking ones because they did something wrong. So they like upgraded us for free.
Oh, that's
Word.
nice.
I wouldn't complain.
Yeah. We everyone got on really well, and yeah, it was just like a big lads holiday.
Yeah.
When we were
Boys'
playing
night
shows.
every night.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great.
And it had Wi-Fi and like catering and stuff.
Yeah, we bought a PS5 and we had to tape it to the wall because otherwise it'd, like fall off. But
fuck yeah. That's sick. I love playing PS5, especially like if they had GTA or something. I would have just been shooting the shit the whole time.
Yeah, Prosecute was he had a FIFA campaign going the whole tour.
Nice.
It was pretty interesting.
Yeah. Well, like on that same note about touring with those guys, Drew Bivens is wondering what your favorite memory is touring with Kai Wachi.
That's a really hard question because it was very eventful.
Oh, I bet.
Definitely not having food poisoning for a week.
Oh God.
But what was it? Once we decided to just like sit in a parking lot and throw. We were so bored at one point because we had like 4 days off, and we just found this parking lot, started drinking. I mean, Kai doesn't drink, but everyone else started drinking, and we would take it in turns where we'd sit on the curb and then we'd have to throw the frisbee at each other's balls.
Oh,
and then
God.
whoever you'd have to sit there until you got hit, and then we'd swap to the next person.
Y'all are savages.
I don't know why that came to my head, but like, because obviously the shows were all like my favorite memories, but I'm thinking of like random shit we did in between.
Yeah.
We went, I don't know how I didn't think of this. We went jet skiing. We went to this lake in Phoenix.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if it was in Phoenix, actually. It was in Arizona. I've forgotten what it was called. It's like pretty iconic or something. But we all rented jet skis, and that was good fun. We just like ate meat and went on jet skis for the day.
Just boy things.
Yeah.
It's like those memes that you see where like the girlfriend is like, he's probably out there cheating while he's touring. But then like you tell these stories and it's like, actually this is what we're doing.
There was an actual meme. There was an actual meme of that tour from that. And it was like, he's probably cheating. And it was like a video of Campbell like rolling down the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. All right. mattiagl. Is he ready to lose his voice again at Nameless?
Yes. I would have already lost my voice at Nameless because I've got 3 shows in a row before it. So I'm going to be fried.
Have you been to Nameless before?
No, I'm super excited.
Dude, it's such a cool festival.
Yeah.
Sick.
I'm gassed because we're staying there like the whole week. So we can just have like a holiday. Mm-hmm. I'm super excited. I've never been to Italy. So
what?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You got to go to Bellagio on the lake.
Oh yeah. Well, we're staying like around Lake Como. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was hoping I could link up with Edo Autumn Hate, but he's got another show.
Of course.
Yeah. You got to do the wooden boat tours on the lake.
Mm-hmm. We absolutely plan on doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that same Euro Festival wave, our friends over at Bassbox, shout out Bassbox, by the way, we're throwing a show with them on June 28th in Mönchengladbach. I probably botched that. But Bassbox is wondering, are you ready for another beer bong at Rampage?
Yes. I played for Bassbox last year.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was one of the most fun shows of the year. It was crazy.
Amazing.
It's on YouTube. It's all on YouTube. It was like a 360 set, and it was nuts.
Was it at that same venue?
I think
Project 47.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sick show, sick venue, sick promoted.
Let's go. They record, they live stream everything.
Yeah, they have a really good like film set up. So they just basically multicam everyone. And it came out really sick.
Wow. Okay. Well, we better be around when you do that beer bong because that's going on TikTok.
Yeah.
They got me really drunk. That's one thing.
Dude, I'm excited to run it back. I had so much fun with you guys, just like getting in the pits and like just shooting the shit in the crowds. Like that was so much fun.
At Rampage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that festival is probably my favorite that I've ever gone to just because of the vibes.
I tell everyone it's the best festival in the world. Open air.
Oh yeah. Like the crowd, the vibes, especially like just the green room areas, just being around like all the industry people and just meeting people, and everyone's just so friendly and welcoming. So,
yeah, it's super fun.
So what can fans expect from your Rampage open air set? Any surprises?
This year?
Yeah.
400 new songs.
400 songs in 1 hour? Challenge accepted.
No, I'm not actually going to do that. But like,
no, 500.
I'm bringing a lot of friends with me, like I did last year, and so you'll just see random vocalists and other people on stage.
Wait, who was the guy you brought out last year?
That was Zelly from Paleface.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, they're killing it right now. So I know him through my old band. We toured with them. And we're like trying to make a song together, but he's so busy because of his band is exploding. So I like can't, I keep trying to fly him out here so he can finish this song with me, but he's like
too busy,
doing so well that I don't want to like pull him away from it.
Yeah. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
But you're blowing up too. So
we'll see.
Oh yes.
Derek Sabo. Red Rocks meet and greet in November, potentially?
Oh, I've never done a meet and greet because I hate the pressure of it. I'd rather just like go into the crowd. But I mean, I'm down. I mean, Derek Sabo, I think I've spoken to you before, so we can just message and link up. But I mean, I'll be wandering around anyway.
It's like, where's Waldo? Where's NIMDA?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm always lurking.
That's gonna be a sick one too.
Yeah, dude, Red Rocks. Holy shit! You've never been there, have you?
Oh my God,
I'm super scared.
Oh, that place, like, bury me there. Honestly, it's so magical. Yeah,
it looks nuts. I'm super jealous of everyone who went to that 5-hour Skrillex set the other day.
Skrillex.
I can't believe he played a 5-hour set. I think it was 5 hours.
Yeah, we went to his 5-hour set back in 2023.
Yeah.
Didn't get tickets to this year, but we're hearing that 2023 was way better than 2025. But
oh, really?
Who knows?
That's just the local chatter.
Yeah.
The local Denver chatter.
Yep, always is. On the topic of blowing up, though, Space of AIDS is wondering how you're handling the blow up. Because, like, let's be real, you went from 0 to 100 real quick.
I wouldn't say I blew up because I've been doing NIMDA since 2014. And
8, 10, 11-year overnight success.
Yeah. Blew up overnight.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it was really slow, and then I didn't take it seriously until like 2020. So I guess since like 2020, it's been a slow kind of snowball. But obviously the visa and going to America pretty much then exposed me to 80% of the scene. Mm-hmm. So I guess, yeah, it's been crazy the last year. Definitely. I'm not going to deny that. I was very overwhelmed after that tour because I flew home from America. I was in America for like 2 months, and then I flew home and pretty much had a headline show in America almost every weekend, and I was flying back and forth every time, which is what I do because I don't like. This is the thing, I don't like staying away from home for too long. So I was flying from the UK. There was one time where I was in America for 8 hours, and then I went back home.
Dude, that's psycho. Like, how do you keep your brain right? Like, how do you stay sane with all of that travel back and forth?
I think for a lot of it, I just didn't. I think I just was not sane.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I wouldn't change any of it. I think I've just learned to manage it better now and choose better flights. And when I am home, like now, I just try and stay off of socials and shit just to disconnect from it all.
Yep, you need that for sure.
Yeah, because otherwise, all I think about is tearout.
No thoughts, just tearout.
Just guns.
Yep, just angry shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that like for us, for me and Chrissy, with like running the label, running Dubstep BI, and having full-time jobs on top of that, like it can get very overwhelming. And there's moments where like we just want to like quit,
Yeah.
stop because it's too much. But
Yeah.
I know for me, I completely log off of things on Sundays. Sundays are like my no email day, no work day. Like it's just my day to be myself
Yeah.
and
I feel that.
decompress.
I have to stick to like a super rigid routine at home. Otherwise I will just work all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel too, because like I'm so type A. Every time I see a notification, I'm like, oh, I could just do it right now. I could just reply
Yeah.
right now. But I have to stop myself and be like, no, like I'm in the middle of something, finish what I'm doing, I'll get to it later. Like add it to the queue, you know?
Yeah. I feel that
Yeah.
it's a nightmare.
Yep.
Yeah.
One thing at a time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Gabby Girl wants to know, who are some of your biggest musical influences?
I mean, like I said earlier, I discovered heavy stuff through Dalla/Vexiu. So he's always been one of my biggest influences. And I wouldn't say in terms of sound, really, like not anymore anyway. But he taught me to make heavier stuff. So I'd definitely say he was one of my biggest influences.
He's a UK guy, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
we became really good friends in like when we were like 15.
Did he go to your school too?
No, he lives like, well, but at the time he lived like 3 hours away.
Okay.
Now he only lives like an hour away, but so we see each other like every couple of months. But I mean now like not much really influences me. This sounds really sad, but not much really influences me out other than just like every day when I produce, I just try and do stuff that I haven't done yet. You probably wouldn't be able to hear that in my music, but that's what kind of influences me, I guess.
Like just challenging yourself.
Yeah, I don't really take a lot of inspiration from stuff other than whatever random idea I think of.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of old heads that I still listen to, like old Fizo and stuff like that.
Fizo, yep.
But I barely listen to dubstep, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, that's a common theme, honestly. I mean, like even me, I don't stream dubstep while I work. I stream either trance, techno, or like R&B, to be honest. I listen through all the dubstep like every Friday morning, Thursday night when new music drops, like demos, all of that good stuff. But I won't stream it when I'm trying to like design a magazine or something.
Yeah, I feel that when you're surrounded by it constantly, you kind of need a break. Yeah,
Literally.
Oh, yeah. I would go crazy if I streamed it like all the time.
Yeah. Well, then it's like, then it means more and it hits different when you actually play it when you're trying to like pregame or get hyped or like in the car going somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. I have like a playlist, but it's like maybe only 20 songs.
Yeah. Like the best of the best.
Yeah.
Well, on that same note, sixela.drnd is asking, what's the average time for you to finish a tune? And is it longer when you collab with another producer?
It's completely random. I could not give you an answer. It's like I got on Discord with Beast Boy the other day and we made half a song in maybe 40 minutes. And then other times, like I'll start a song, whether it's a collab or not, I'll start trying to make a song and it just take me like hours and hours and hours to get even the basic idea down. And then days and days and days of trying to get it to not sound shit. So it's like, it's just luck really.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like textbook, like this is how long it takes. It's just, it's whatever happens. Everything's different.
The bane of my life, because if it takes me too long, I start convincing myself I'm the worst producer in the world.
So I'm just curious, how long did it take to make Midnight?
Oh, what, the sudden death thing?
Yeah.
That was an interesting process. So the band Peeling Flesh, I've known the guitarist and the drummer since like 2020. before they were even a band. And so I just hit them up and was like, we should make a song. It would like take everyone by surprise so much. And then I was at actually Rampage last year, and I was with Danny, and I was like, do you want to jump on this thing? And YV was there as well. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yeah, you should jump on it as well. And we should just make it this like terrifying 4-way. And then me and YV started the first drop, and Peeling Flesh sent just like the stems to one of their unreleased songs. So we just kind of replaced like a breakdown in their song with the drop. And then I went to Sudden Death's house, and we basically made the rest of the song there. Mm-hmm. And then there was a lot of just back and forth stemming. So, I mean, it got started like a year ago, and then it got finished in maybe January or something like that. Dude. So it took a while because, I mean, there's 4 of us. I mean, like 10 of us if you count the whole band.
Yeah. That's too many cooks in the kitchen sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was worth it. I was super happy with how it turned out.
Oh my God, the last drop on that song is so insane.
It's just so low IQ.
I love it so much. I lost my shit when he played it at Starbase a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was his drop. That was Danny's.
It's
that was,
so good. Oh my God.
Most of that was just Danny's work.
Wow, shout out Rampage, where dreams are born.
Yeah, where everyone's in the same room for once. So.
Yeah, literally.
That's what I love about it. It's not like separate out in like trailers and green rooms. It's like everyone is all together, and like I've met some of the coolest people in that area.
Yeah. I love that festival so much.
So Thomas Perkoski Jr., no question, just want to say I love him, and his music helps me a lot in my darkest moments.
No, I appreciate it.
Shout out Thomas.
Thank you very much.
Love that. Vel Zai Zai Zai. Vel ZZZ. I don't know how to say it.
Close enough. Tomato.
Ooh, I love this question. Would you ever try to blend more hardstyle into future tearout tracks?
I'm not going to say no. I did that once, and I thought like I did it once because I thought it was fucking hilarious. I didn't like think it was good at all. I just did it, and then I had the deadline for the song, and it was kind of in there as a joke, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just distribute this version.
Wait, which song was it?
It was called Kicking Off, and it has like a semi hardstyle third drop. And yeah, I kind of threw that in as a joke, but people liked it. The actual hardstyle fans probably thought it was terrible.
Well, the FBI approves of the hardstyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just for the record, we like up tempo.
Yeah. I'm like completely clueless with the subgenres in that end of the scene. Like,
that's the real crackhead shit.
Yeah.
That's the shit that I'm blasting when I'm trying to hit PRs in the gym.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, evansmithie, what's been the craziest pit or wall of death that you've caused?
Probably Rampage weekend in February.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that video that we posted on the page of that guy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy is a G. I've known that guy for a while. That guy's a G. So funny.
God, what is his Instagram? I forget his name.
It's like I always butcher his name. It's like Noah, I think.
Dude, I remember seeing, I think he had shared on his story, and then you reshared it on your story, and I reached out to him right away, and I was like, dude, this video is fucking hilarious. Like, please, can I post this on the page?
there was a clip I reshared like every story because I was overexcited, but so my story was like 100 slides, but there was one story that was like the wall of death, and there was like 2 people just like twerking. Like it like looked really stupid. Like they were on like all fours.
Twerking to tear out. That's
I'm pretty sure someone just like jumped on them after that, and I was like, that was definitely the biggest one I've ever seen at one of my crowds. Mm-hmm. Like it went from the rail to like front of house. It was ridiculous.
Let's try to beat it this year at Rampage at open air.
Yeah, we will.
The stage takeover.
Mm-hmm. We'll make it go out the back of the tent so that there's just a walkway into the rail.
The whole festival just opens up a circle pit into the stage.
Okay, yeah. So it's Noah Carrion.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out Noah. That was sick.
That guy's a legend.
Love that. kennxthwrld says, when are you going to drop the 2 first songs of your 2024 showcase?
I can't say, but they will come out
this year.
Yeah.
Word. New music soon.
Yeah. Always.
3 Tax. How is he so handsome? Also, thank him for bringing us up to the decks at TK in Tampa.
Oh yeah, that for a good 3 minutes before security got annoyed.
They were like, get out.
I get really overexcited sometimes and just tell everyone to get on stage, and they did that, and then the security were not happy.
Dude, you at TK was probably insane.
Yeah, it was fun.
You probably just destroyed that place, literally. Like,
yeah, that was a good fun show.
It got deleted.
Yeah, TK got deleted.
Yeah, I want to do TK again.
Dude, that's so funny. I think it was like last year you tweeted and you were like, San Francisco's getting deleted. And I immediately thought that was the funniest thing ever. So now we've just been saying it every time we post a video of you.
I think that was Marauder, because I think he coined the deleted term.
Did he?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
We get it from you, because we're always, Chrissy and I are always making jokes like Starbase is getting deleted, you know?
Oh, sick.
Club Studio Time's getting deleted.
Yeah. Yeah. I usually say they're getting dunned, which is like a UK thing.
They're done. Yeah, I said that once and someone was like, wait, they canceled it? What happened?
Yeah, the show's not happening.
Yeah, sorry, it got deleted.
No one shows up.
Imagine.
That's funny. You briefly talked about how long you've been producing, but Lil Snatched is wondering how long it took you to find your style of dubstep production.
Probably didn't happen until 2021. Because I didn't really, one, I was really bad, and 2, I didn't really know what I wanted to do like that specifically until around 2020. Mm-hmm. So yeah, a while. But I say this, I didn't really try until 2020, so I'm not saying that's like a normal amount of time.
Yeah. Was there just something during COVID where you were like, well, I have all this time, I might as well put my all into it?
It was specifically COVID. So I mean, I was working like 12-hour shifts. I was working like, before COVID, I was working 3 jobs. Oh God. Technically. Sheesh. And then I was after COVID as well. But yeah, during COVID, I had nothing to do and I wasn't really producing anymore. So I was like, I'm just going to start producing again.
Yeah.
And I just made like loads and loads of really horrible songs. And then like slowly got the hang of it. Then Malignant released my song. And I guess I got a bunch of momentum from that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what happened.
When did you start your label, Mentis?
Like the same year that Malignant release happened. I think I just did it because I have so many friends that are really good at producing, and they just never release their shit. So I'm like, now I can force you to release it. Mm-hmm. So I guess, yeah, Mentis is kind of just this little baby I have. I don't really like promote it that much. I probably should.
People love it.
Yeah. I kind of always want it to be like an if you know, you know type label.
I mean, I only know of it because of Tom, man. He's really good at pushing you guys. I think we premiered a song on it once. It must have been last year or the year before.
It definitely was. I forget the name of the track.
Yeah.
Was it Trauma?
Yes. I think it was Trauma, actually.
It was EP. Yeah.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
We did Bold Talk.
And we
did one in 2023, Kicking Off. Oh, that's the hardstyle one. I remember writing about that. Yeah, that's when I first looked into Mentis.
Yeah, Tom's a G. Sorry. I would not be able to do anything if it was Bizarro. I wouldn't be able to do any of the shit he's doing for me. on top of all the shit I already do.
Yeah, he's got it together for sure. Shout out, Tom.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll run it back all together at Rampage.
Yeah, bless him.
So Matt Swarbrick, when is the 2025 showcase dropping?
Oh man, I hate this question because every year I like put myself through hell making them. Because I'm, like I said, sometimes I'm a fast producer, sometimes I'm really slow, and it'll take me months to make one thing. So making like 15 to 20 new songs for a showcase every year is really hard. And this year I've had like actual stuff I've had to do music wise, like deadlines for releases that weren't in my last showcase. So I've had to make new stuff that I can't put in a showcase this year, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's all coming out soon. So I don't know if I'll be able to do it, honestly. I mean, if I do, it'll probably be like later in the year than usual. I usually do it in like summer because no one's dropping showcases in summer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we'll see. I don't know. I've been learning a lot of stuff recently, so maybe I'll be able to do stuff faster. But
sorry, Matt, you're just gonna have to catch NIMDA live.
The hardest thing is coming up with ideas, like because throughout the showcase, I try and just fill it with songs that no one's heard from, like no one's heard me do that type of song before. So I'm like running out of styles. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I say this every year and then I accidentally make 15 songs. So.
Yeah. Dude, it's funny because that 2024 showcase only dropped 7 months ago. So like, y'all need to chill.
Yeah. And it got an overwhelming amount of plays. So
it's at 110K right now.
Everyone's already rinsed it too many times.
Yeah, it's like they've already listened to it 30 times.
Yeah. I think one person has listened to it like 1,000 times, it tells me.
God damn.
Like,
dude, oh my God. Minchie has 1.43K plays.
What song's that? Oh, yeah, the person. Yeah, 1,430. That's nuts.
There's 4 people with 1,000 plays on your showcase.
Yeah, that's... I feel sorry for these people.
They just have it on repeat while they're sleeping.
Maybe they've like... Maybe they like lost their phone while it was playing. It's been on loop for like 3 months.
All right, to their neighbors.
If you're listening to this showcase 1,000 times, that means you've listened to it for 283 hours.
Yeah, that's so fucking crazy.
At that point, you are NIMDA.
Yeah, they're probably better than me.
Yeah. They know your music more than you do.
Yeah, literally.
I love it. Okay. Let's see. Fever Glow, what's the craziest thing you've done in your DJ set?
The craziest thing I've done, I can't say because I got in a lot of trouble for it.
It's illegal?
It's not like cancelable. It's just like I pissed off like venue people.
Word. On brand.
Other than that, like I've got the entire crowd to get on stage.
I love that.
A bunch of times. Like there's been media of my shows where people have been like, oh, was this a 360 set? And I'm like, no. I just got everyone to get on stage. I'm trying to think. Having Zelly come out was pretty nuts at Rampage.
Zelly?
The vocalist from Paleface.
That was pretty sick.
But yeah, I'm trying to think. So much happens in the space of an hour during my sets that it's hard to pinpoint one thing. I kind of disband any rules when I play, which is a good and a bad thing. So a lot of unhinged stuff happens. In Budapest, this dude like got on stage and like just started trying to throw me off the stage, and I was like, "What is going on?" And I like screamed. I like went up to the security who like wasn't doing anything about it, and I was like, "Can you like get him off?" And then the security still just did nothing.
What the fuck?
And then I ended up just like throwing this guy off the stage.
You have no choice at that point.
Someone sent me a video of it, and I was like, "That looks terrible on my behalf because it looks like I'm just throwing this dude."
Yeah, but it's like,
and he was probably just like a super excited person who was like, who managed to get on stage, and I'm just like, fuck off. Like,
Yeah. Wait, was that at that festival they had last summer?
No, that you're thinking of Bass Paradise.
Yeah.
No, this was like a show I did with Zomboy.
Okay.
Budapest is crazy. Like their crowds are nuts.
That's what we've been hearing, dude.
Yeah, I love playing there. I've never played there and not had like the best weekend ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we will do a takeover there sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should hit up Next Level.
Yes. Oh yeah, they're also doing a stage takeover at Rampage, so maybe we can meet them.
They're the Bass Paradise guys, I think. So yeah.
Okay. Sick. Lucas D342. Okay. You're probably gonna get canceled depending on the answer you give for this one. Okay.
This podcast is just a slippery slope.
It is.
What is the real bass capital? Montreal or Denver?
Oh no. Oh, this is bad actually, because when I played I did a headline show in Montreal 2 months ago, and they're gonna hate me for this. So on stage I was like, "Fuck Denver, Montreal's better." but then, like a couple months before, I played in Denver and did the same thing.
No way.
Oh, Montreal, yeah. So I'm just like starting this war.
Oh my God.
But I would honestly say, I think Denver's really good for just overall dubstep. If you're a rhythm producer, you're going to say Denver's better probably. I think the niche of really heavy dubstep goes down a lot better in Montreal, depending on the show. So for me personally, I've had better crowds in Montreal, but the only times I've played in Denver have been like where I've been like the odd one out on the lineup. So I can't really form an opinion. Like the Mission Ballroom show was nuts. So I have that. But then the other times I played in Denver have been like with rhythm people or like
doesn't really fit.
Really big artists where their like fan base don't know who I am. So it's a gamble for me. I would say both are equally as supportive over the stuff they like though. So
like, where's the bass capital of Europe then?
That's a really hard question. Because I just base it off of like how mental the crowd is and not like how big the scene is there.
Yeah.
I've never played a show in Budapest that hasn't been absolutely criminal. Like, but Belgium is the same, and that's where Rampage is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it would be between those two.
Dude, I feel like we need to make some sort of form that has like all these criteria for bass capital and have like thousands of people vote on it, you know?
Yeah. Paris is also really good. I think Europe in general is just, you can't really go wrong because they're so starved of dubstep sometimes. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And that's what I love about Europe in general is just, they don't really have like, they're not blessed like us Americans where we have all these dubstep shows and festivals, and over there, Rampage is like their one festival of the year where like they can all hang out for the weekend, camp, and listen to however many artists they want on the lineup.
Yeah.
So it's like the energy is just like undescribable. Like you have to be there to like
Rampage
understand.
is like the almost the one place everyone can go every year to see like every US artist.
True. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's crazy.
And for the most part, like I know that like when I was there, like a lot of the US artists were just hanging out in the crowd, like joining the pits, hanging out, meeting fans. Like it's just a fun time.
There's usually a corner in every stage where it's just all the producers.
Yeah, like that one corner in the Storm stage.
Yeah, the Storm stage, the bottom left corner of the Storm stage is usually where everyone is. I don't know why.
By the bar.
But everyone is always there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
Okay. It's actually Lulu. What's the strongest piece of advice you can give to aspiring dubstep artists?
Just be relentless. And I'm going to steal a quote from Gordon Ramsay.
Oh.
Be a sponge. don't ever think that you know what you're doing, because you don't. I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing still. And if you do think you know what you're doing, then you're going to stop learning. So be relentless, produce every day, get as good as you possibly can. And when you think you've done that, you still haven't. So carry on getting as good as you possibly can. Yeah, make whatever you want. Just make it better than everyone else.
Good shit.
Yeah. 1% better every day.
Yep.
Yeah. You just have to show up every day and seek ways to improve.
Yeah.
Yeah. And network, meet people, learn from others.
Yeah. Just try and make anything you can, and try and like make different genres as well, because you learn a lot of stuff that you can apply to making your chosen genre.
Yeah. We manage artists, and sometimes when they have writer's block, I'm like, just try to write house, like write whatever you want. It doesn't always have to be like this crazy dubstep headbanger song. Just write anything that comes to you, and that will help.
Yeah. I have this whole thing where I think writer's block doesn't exist.
Interesting.
I think writer's block isn't writer's block. I think you just don't want to produce.
Yeah.
Like an excuse.
Well, it's not an excuse. I think it's just like a badly named thing. Like usually when I have writer's block, it's usually just I don't want to produce. It's not that I can't come up with an idea. It's that I can't come up with an idea because I don't want to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you just need to find that kind of healthy relationship with producing.
Yeah, same thing goes for the gym. Like yesterday, I worked all day and I got home and I was like, I should really go to the gym, but I don't want to. And then in my head, I was like, you know what? I'm setting a false ceiling for myself. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I have free will. Like if I want to, I can go for a bicycle ride. I can run around the block. I can go jump in a lake. Like you just have to flip the switch in your head and realize that you are the only one putting boundaries on yourself.
Yeah. Producing is exactly like the gym. You do it too much and you are not recovering.
Yeah.
It's like your brain is a muscle, and you need to use it to keep it expanding. But you also need to, take a day off every couple days.
That's important.
Which I'm really bad at. I produce every fucking day, even when I don't want to.
Yeah.
But
just got to be consistent. But yeah, learn to set yourself some boundaries, because lately things have been getting crazy busy with us. So it's like learning to say no. Yeah. You don't have to say yes to everything.
Facts.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to get better at that as well.
Daunter asked, what has been the most difficult hurdle to overcome for the NIMDA project?
Getting the visa.
Ooh.
Easily.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, getting the visa, and I think like getting ticket sales after debuting in America, because I was thrown in the deep end of these like huge shows, and then after that bus tour, it was just headline show after headline show, and it was like such a gamble. Like some of them would sell out, some of them would do terribly.
Yeah.
So I think just being consistent and carrying on playing the shows I don't want to play to get that kind of, to keep growing, I guess, has been pretty hard. I think I'm on the other end of it now, finally.
It's almost like a rite of passage.
Yeah, it's like I had to do my time.
Yeah. Some of those shows are real bad.
Yeah. But the visa was definitely it took me 2.5 years to get my visa.
Wow.
Do you mind telling us how much it was, or like a ballpark?
No, yeah, I can tell you everything. It was, the actual application was $8,000 because I had to get it like fast tracked.
Yeah. Expedited.
So usually I think it was originally going to be like 4 or 5. And this is because I went for the 3-year one. You can just get it for 1.5 years and it's cheaper, but
it's not worth it.
Yeah, I just did the 3-year one and spent a lot of money. And then on top of that, I had to pay for like PR and
Yeah.
Like booking the interview, booking the interview costs money. And so, yeah, in total, I spent like over 10 grand. It was fucked up. And Zaro paid for like over half of that. And then I paid him back.
I love you, Tom.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
I paid him back with like just by playing shows when I got out there.
Yeah. Wow.
And yeah, so I mean, that last month of that process, I was like not eating, not sleeping, because I was like, I've spent 10 grand.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get it back.
Like,
so if I don't get this, if I don't get it, I'm fucking done.
Yeah. And then did you already have shows that you had committed to? Like, don't you have to have like 10 or 15 shows to prove?
Like soft offers at least, something?
Yeah, you have to prove that you are going to actually make money when you get there. So you have to have shows lined up, which is so backwards because it's like no one books you because you don't have a visa.
Yeah, it's a risk.
They want you to have bookings to get a visa. So it's like, but luckily Kai put me on his bus tour. And I had Forbidden Kingdom and a bunch of other shit. So I had enough. But yeah, that last month I was like, it was around, I got the approval 2 days after Christmas. And I remember Christmas Day, I was just like not enjoying myself because I couldn't eat anything because I was so anxious. Yeah. And I was like waiting, like checking my emails every 30 seconds because I knew I could get it any day. They didn't give me a specific day when it'd be improved. They'd be like, it'll be in the next week. And I was like, oh, great. This week's going to suck.
Up at all hours.
Yeah. And then Zara called me at like 9 p.m. or something on like the 28th or something. And he was like, yeah, your visa got denied. And I was like,
was he fucking with you?
I was like, what? And he was like, no, I got approved. And I was like, oh, you fucker.
You're like, thank God.
And then I like cried. It was. I felt like I was going to die, and I've just been told I'm not going to die.
Yeah. You're like, thank you, U.S. government.
Yeah. It was.
They make everything harder than it needs to be. We're dealing with all like the tariff shit at my job right now, so.
Oh man, I can't even imagine.
Thankfully, they did put a pause on it again, but it's just a bunch of games right now, and it's just like, you guys, this like fucks with our forecasting and like our numbers. Like, can you like stop?
Yeah, I don't even follow that shit because it just makes me depressed. But
it's terrible.
I was like talking to a friend who was buying like gym equipment he's like building a home gym. He's like, yeah, everything suddenly doubled in price.
Yeah. Of course. Well, speaking of that, Connor Ed5 is asking, how often do you lift?
Oh, it depends. Like, I've been pretty good now I'm at home because, I've not been traveling.
You can stick to your routine.
I try and I don't have like a weekly routine. I just try and do 2 days on and then 1 day rest, repeat. Yeah. So it doesn't matter what day it is. But my car fucking exploded the other day. So,
what?
Hello? My engine just started doing weird shit.
You're talking about it so casually, like, my car exploded.
It didn't actually explode. When I got back from the bus tour, my car actually exploded.
You're just like on the side of the road and it's like flaming and smoking.
Like GTA style, just like flaming and then explodes.
You're like, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, here we go again. No.
Yeah. Nothing new.
No. So I haven't been this week really, but yeah, I'm usually pretty good with it. When I'm traveling, it's a nightmare because it's like you got to find a gym with a day pass, and then I go in and they're like, "Yeah, can we see your ID?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a UK driver's license," and they're like, "Yeah, we can't use this," and I'm like,
no,
"Great."
It's a fucking gym. It's not like the tax office.
Yeah, and then everything's in pounds. You guys use pounds? We use kg. So.
Oh, right.
Everybody,
get the converter out.
Everybody, the whole world except America uses that stupid system.
Yeah.
Well, it's us, North Korea, and Congo, I think.
Congo? I didn't know that.
Specific.
Yeah. There's like 3 countries.
Yeah. Doing it over there is hard because I also have to get an Uber there. And I don't want to spend money.
Jesus.
So
yeah, the life of an artist, man. People don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah, first world problems.
Yeah, seriously.
Terrible.
Yeah. And like there's no transportation out here. Like public transit, I should say.
Doesn't Denver have like trains?
But I mean, it's not like it's okay. You can use
I've
it
never
to
seen a
like
train in America.
you can use the tram to like go to the airport from like downtown or like there's one like down the street from me, but like it's not really like convenient. And if I want to go to downtown, it like takes forever to get there and I have to go like through all these different stops.
There's like a bunch of hobos on it too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you're gonna get robbed if you do it. Yeah.
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah, I spent most of my life on public transport. So
yeah, I was just in
pretty
Spain
rough in the UK.
and there's a pass. It's called like the tearout or something. You pay like 11 euros and you get 10 rides on the metro, the tram, like bus, anything. And I was riding the shit out of it. I was going everywhere.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Transit out there is amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, last submitted question here. We still had a lot more, but we had to filter through the good ones,
Yeah.
And oh my God, it's already been like almost an hour. So good conversation. Effie PDR, were you scared to close after mellodeath at Rampage? You ate them up.
No, because I wasn't after mellodeath. It was like mellodeath and then a drum and bass person and then me. So I was fine. Like whenever I'm playing after drum and bass, I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. Because
you're gonna like wake
I'm
them
gonna
up.
completely scare the shit out of the drum and bass fans, and the people who do like dubstep will be like refreshed. So yeah, I was fine.
Yeah, like the drum and bass is like cooling them down.
Yeah, I was shitting myself. Like I was, because the biggest I'd played in front of before that was, I think, like 8,000. Which was the Rampage 2023 when I filled in for Midnight Tea, which I wasn't even supposed to do. So like that was crazy. And then this was like 15,000 people. So I was like behind the stage, just like lock in, like
insane.
And I had no voice, which was pretty hard. But.
Word. Well, that was awesome. We are moving into the lightning round now. So we got 9 questions for you. We're just going to shoot the shit, answer them quick, and we'll move on.
Let's do it.
All right. First question. How many tattoos do you have?
I would not be able to give you a number anymore. They're all kind of merged into one now.
Too many sessions. Yeah. What is on your rider?
Whiskey. And then a bunch of random shit that Zaro put on there that I don't even know.
It's for him, not you.
So, yeah.
It's the manager's role to put stuff for us,
Pretty much, yeah, for everyone else.
What is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you during a set?
When I played 1720 in LA with Subphiltronic, I was during my intro, which is like a long, drawn out, ambient, scary moment. And then I ran out and just fell over. Like, during the part I came out, that was pretty rough. And I like rolled and saved it as well. So I wish I just fell. That would have been funny. But it looked so awkward. I like rolled, saved it, and then got up and pretended nothing happened. And,
that's how it's done.
And everyone laughed. So, yeah.
Well, it can't get any worse than when one of the AT Aliens guys, he came out on stage and he literally missed a step and he fell face forward. I'm sure you saw that.
Yeah.
We were right there. Me and Chrissy were right there and we saw it.
That was funny.
Yeah. At least he had face protection.
Facts.
What is your dream back to back?
I'm not going to lie. It's happening. I can't say.
Oh.
I can't say anything, but it's actually happening. So
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. This is the hardest question. Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, God.
Sudden death, prosecute, Kai Wachi.
Oh, man. I couldn't kill any of them. They'd all kill me. I would fuck, prosecute.
Word.
That's it. That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting.
Use protection.
I I can't kill Kai or sudden death. I can't.
But sudden death is already dead.
Yeah, all right. Well, then we'll kill sudden death because he'll just survive it. And then I'd marry Kai.
Perfect. Yeah. You can be like a housewife, with Kai.
Yeah, and then Danny can come back and get revenge.
There you go. Hey, coming soon to a theater near you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, hell yeah, dude. We really appreciate you for hopping on the podcast with us. And those were a lot of submitted questions. So shout out to everyone who sent in one. And we hope to see you soon, Barney. If not, we'll see you at Rampage, which is...
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my God. In less than 2 months.
Yeah, yes. It's scary. It's come around really fast. But thanks very much for having me on.
Hell yeah, dude.